This is the Heidelberger Allstate Insurance Agency pregame show. I'm standing here alongside Coach Eric Moore at Ray Skillman Stadium before he takes his team up to the northeast side to take on the Lawrence North Wildcats. Should be an incredible game, Coach. After the first few weeks of this season, I think a lot of people in the mix started circling this game. Lawrence North is incredibly powerful. These games that we've had the last few weeks moving up to them has helped prepare us, but the athleticism they have, a Mr. Football candidate and their quarterback, two really, really strong receivers. This should be an electrifying game, and as the paper said this morning, something's got to give. We're only giving up 5 points a game. They're scoring a ton of points a game. Which one's it going to be, your view of the game?
Well, you got to understand that the Center Grove Trojans have been in this type of game 50 times in the last 20 years. This particular team maybe has not been in that type of game, but neither has the Lawrence North team been in that type of game. So it's a first big game maybe for both teams. I think that we have more big game experience. We did play for the Ultimate Prize last year, and they're flying high, but they have had some setbacks, and our setbacks haven't cost us any games. We still got to come out and do the simple things, and we got to block people and we got to tackle people. That we got to figure out a way to have a solid kicking game, and then we got to slow them down on special teams as well. Are they going to get a big play? Yeah, they're going to get a big play. Pike got a couple big plays last week. But what you do, you get back on the field with your offense, and you match their intensity, and you match their momentum. And that's what our kids did last week. I'm so proud of the way we keep fighting back. And then the defense said, enough is enough, and we're going to get physical and stop this stuff, and they did. So it's all up to our kids now. Do you want to be undefeated MIC champions, or do you want to have a co-championship or one mark against you or whatever? It is what it is. We're going to play this football game. It is a road game. The environment will be great for Lawrence North, probably not too well for us since we don't have any tickets. But it's playing high school football. And, think about it, back in, July when we're talking, playing one game would have been great. And now we're getting ready to play 8, and we'll probably play 9. So we're going to get our full 9-game season in, which is a blessing right there. And I'm happy for our kids, no matter what the deal is. I'm really happy for the fans that have got to see our team play, and we've represented our school so well, and we will continue to do that. But I'm just happy that we have got what we've got so far this year, and now we get to start reaping some rewards of our hard work, and the first one is tomorrow night.
A lot of emphasis, and rightfully so, has been put on our defense, but one thing that's, I think, starting to get slowly disregarded is we are putting up 46 points a game, and a lot of that's coming, 99% of that's coming from the offense. The offense is starting to click. You put in some new different types of series and stuff this year, and I think they're getting used to that. Talk a little bit about your offense.
Well, yeah, we've added some wrinkles. It's 48.5 is to be exact. It's our percentage. And we do have a great defense, and you're not going to win a championship without a great defense, and everybody knows that, and that's why the guys that are playing defense, and maybe a couple of those guys could be Mr. Football as well. And I know Lawrence North has a couple of kids that could definitely be Mr. Football, but our offense has a couple of kids that could be Mr. Football as well. So this is a game of kids that who's going to stand up and make the play. Like I told our guys, who wants to lose? Who's going to quit first tomorrow night? That's what it's going to be about. Who's going to give it up first and go from there? But our offense is, obviously featured a lot of kids this year. We've featured 4 or 5 receivers and 2 or 3 running backs, and the same quarterback. But it all comes and starts up front. Our offensive line solidified some, and it seems to be improving still. Just as long as we don't take a step back, we're all right. Carson Steele being plugged back in, and Daniel Weems is a huge, counterback. It's like thunder and lightning, and then you can throw the ball out there to Veith or to Long, and then you got Delp, who is another lightning, sector of the game. So there's a lot of things we can do. Our quarterback, Taven Jackson's playing well, and we just got to go out there. The whole week's been a little lethargic. I think we're a little bit tired. I think with the semester grade type situation, I think it's got everybody worn down. We're coming up on a break, and a lot of their friends are leaving. It used to be a playoff game this week, and it was tough. Your friends and your girlfriend was going to the beach, and you have to stay back and practice. It's just a regular season game now. But I think that for whatever reason, for a lot of reasons, we're worn down a little bit. We got to get ourselves rejuvenated and get on the bus today and go over and make a great game out of it tonight and play with great. If we play with great energy like we have and play as hard as we normally do, good things will happen.
Sectional draw was last night, and you think about Lawrence North. You haven't been many years you could say this, but there is a chance if we take care of our business and they take care of theirs, this is a game we might see them again here in 5 weeks. So Coach Mallory, a prior assistant coach here, has done a good job. It's taken him a while to build up a program that was down in the dumps, but he's done a good job.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they draw. I don't know if you do or not. But, yeah, I'm really very proud of Pat Mallory. He's a great worker. He was a great worker for me here, and I always told him the hardest guy to replace is going to be himself. When he gets to a new coaching staff, all the things that he's used to doing, he's going to have to continue to do as a head coach. And they've had some really dry periods, but this year, for whatever reason, they learned how to win a little bit. Now, I think winning for them come with being physical. This is a very physical football team. They can hand the ball off 8 straight times. They mirror us a whole lot in the offense.
If you can't make it to tonight's game, it is going to be on ISC Sports again or ND23. So you have 2 options. We hope those that were fortunate enough to get tickets. It's the start of fall break, so get there before you take off. It should be electrifying. Going to be a fun way to end our MIC conference, and hopefully we can do it and get our second outright MIC conference championship here for you and for the school.
Yeah, everybody, if you can't be there, tune in, watch us, and give us a yell. If you're traveling, be safe as you travel to wherever you might be traveling. Try to get the game on the radio, or at least just think about us and think about the kids and the great sacrifices they've made playing high school football for Center Grove this year. And I can't wait to get back the next week to Ray Skillman Stadium for the Center Grove game then. But if not, hey, head over to the Northeast and cheer us, Center Grove versus the Wildcats from Lawrence North. Go Trojans!